everybody, everyone, Wisdom here. What is it now? It's technically Monday morning, September 28th, a little over a week since Skylanders SuperChargers. What I'm going to be doing, I'm deathly tired. I went to bed at 8 this morning. Here I am, I'm still awake. I'm literally not going to try to do too much tonight, but what I want to do to save us a little bit of time, I've got High Volt on the Portal of Power. He was my introduction number 6. Very, very impressed by both he and Sharpshooter Terrathon. That's it, I'm going to go ahead and pull him, and I promise this is the first time we're putting Smash Hit on the Portal of Power. This is standard Smash Hit. Next introduction we're going to do Steel Plated so we can compare and contrast, but let's go ahead and get him on the portal. And now, essentially, we've saved ourselves from doing the intro there because it should be done here. So let's go ahead and get started. If I get really, super tired, we'll probably wait on Steel Plated, but I'd like to do both of them. I just kind of worry about the computer. It's like it's been on for 2 weeks now. So.
Hot streak.
Let's rock!
Okay, so he kind of seems burdened by that. That's my first thought. Oh, look at that health, though. Okay, now that Wrecking Ball looks killer. I mentioned this on the figure, because you have to remember, I got steel-plated before I had regular in the unboxings, and I mentioned, the artwork on the card and everything was like, the Wrecking Ball looks so cool. And that match here, he's actually pretty nimble, too. He's not gonna, set the world on fire by any means, but he's seeming pretty good here, so let's go ahead. Let's actually we'll wait. Checking out his idle animations here for it. Alright, let's just kind of adjust the hat. Picks the boulder back up. Yeah, works his shoulder loose, adjusts the hat, and picks the boulder, so that's kind of cool. Again, it looks like that thing is a burden, but we'll see how he rolls with it. So let's go ahead, come in here.
Those numbers are cracking!
I could not hear what he said, but my air conditioner's fixed. It's so nice to not be like 89, inside. But anyway, let's take a look at his statistics. And that means I need my statistical spreadsheet open, which should be somewhere in here. It's just I don't know, I feel like the computer is lagging on everything. I do plan to build a custom, but I've never done that before, and so I'll be relying on YouTube to teach me how, and I kind of need this to work. So there's Smash It, we're right where we need to be. So, oh, that is cool. Alright, I don't know what all he was doing while I was looking away, but max health, that's kind of misleading. I think health would be better, but anyway, max health 350, speed 35. Again, he's way quicker than some characters with that ranking. Armor 24, that's great. We'll wait to compare. Critical hit 2, elemental power, look at that. So it's +7 that you get for each character. Box stock, of course, 25, so that's what we'll log now. In comparison to Terrathon, since we got our Earth Element duo here, which is fantastic, I have yet to be disappointed with an Earth Element Skylander. So what we have, though, critical hit Terrathon is 4 versus 2, so +2 Terrathon. Armor same, speed same, and then the critical hit where Terrathon is +2. Health decidedly in favor of Smash Hit with +80, so 270 versus 350. And again, I did think Terrathon's health seemed a little low, but let's go ahead now and the bio. Like I said, work with me, I'm very tired, but Smash Hit came from a long line of Warsupials. Again, they kind of think along Marsupial, but Warsupial, sort of like ultra aggressive or something. A rare species widely renowned for their skills in combat, but in more peaceful times his people were responsible for locating and demolishing any remaining artifacts from the Archean Empire that were deemed too dangerous to leave standing. Smash Hit liked his job because it allowed him to do what he loved most: break things. He was so skillful with his Wrecking Ball that he could single-handedly dismantle an entire Archean Conquertron in under an hour and still have time for that all-important snack. When Master Eon noticed the skill, he enlisted the talented Marsupial into a new wrecking crew he was forming to take on Chaos, the SuperChargers. So, pretty cool there. And again, I mean, this guy, he looks like someone that works in construction, a demo guy. He's got the eye patch, probably from he was like younger and a little bit more reckless or something. I really like the spiked shoes. I thought that was always a nice touch. I don't know if anyone else really hit on that. I did in the unboxing. But again, he's kind of got like the hard hat. He's got the suspenders going, and he's got shoulder problems, man. It's a straight up construction. So, open-toed glove or fingered gloves, I should say. Just a really cool looking character. We'll come in here now. You can kind of see, yeah, that's. I mean, it's understandable he'd have pain in his shoulder. Let's watch the chain reel while he swings that thing. We just need him to swing it. I'm fighting off a sneeze, so I'm not saying anything. You're welcome. That was very close. He should swing it again, right? Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so it's got a little plane, and that was pretty cool. I mean, that's above and beyond the Call of Duty there, really, to animate in. So, we'll back out of there. That's more detail than most of you care to have. Now, the all-important upgrades. Let's take a look at what he's got. Our box stock attacks, we've got Demolisher. Tap X repeatedly to swing the boulder around in a circle. Okay. Wonder if you just like tap it once, what happens. And then Crushinator. So we've got Demolisher and Crushinator. These are some great names if you're like into the destruction, Press B to smash the boulder on the ground in front of you. Okay, so I guess that makes sense. I was thinking maybe this attack would do that if you just tapped it, but I guess that might be more mid-range then. This first one, and then maybe this is just like close quarters. I don't know. If it hones in on enemies, it could be kind of equilateral, I would guess. Not sure yet. That said, these next four are the base upgrades. Connect and disconnect, really. 500 is the price, box stock. Press Y, so this is tertiary, to disconnect the boulder and gain unique chain attacks. Nice. Press Y again to connect. So he's going to be like multifaceted, it's looking like. Coming in now, we got Junkyard Dog for 700. Boulder attacks deal more damage. Rock on. Straightforward there. Spiky Spinner. Hold Y for a short time to charge up the boulder and send it spinning at enemies. And lastly, Junker. Chain attacks deal more damage chain time. So again, each time I guess we'll have to kind of log like chain and boulder, type situation. So again, this is why Buzz's training grounds with the Greeble dispenser is such a big deal for me. That's gonna save us so much time, you can't even imagine. Now that said, the top path looks like it is boulder. We've had that. That's interesting. So boulder path, gain more powerful boulder attacks. I guess it makes sense here as well, but anyway, I didn't know that they'd like reuse this. That said, maybe they aren't aware that they probably are, but I was going to say maybe it's like Vicarious Visions, it's just like super hardcore into this, and when Vicarious Visions was doing Swap Force Toys for Bobs, was like super into Trap Team, and it just like kind of got lost in the shuffle. I don't know, I guess it's not a big deal because they're two different attacks at least. So anyway, so boulder, 4 smash hit. We're going to get going with Heap. Hold B for a short amount of time to charge your boulder. The next attack with the boulder will deal massive damage. Okay, so that's interesting. Wonder how long we hold and how much is massive. That's the key thing is there. This looks really cool just from the picture. Better Together is what it's called. Gain a large armor increase. Yes, when connecting, press Y to disconnect the boulder. Press Y again to connect. So I guess, I don't know if it's just like an instantaneous duration, if there's like a little lag time on it, or what, but anything that includes bonus armor, I am all about that. After that, we've got Catch. Hold X while connected to throw your boulder at enemies. Okay. I guess that makes sense, kind of. So, wait. Hold X while connected. Okay, so that's Hold X, and then this one is Tap X. So I guess that's how they'll distinguish between those two. Now, coming down here, if you don't go with boulder, you've got Chain Champ Path. It would have been hilarious if they did Chain Chomp. Actually, imagine that. Imagine if Bowser, had like a chain chomp here or something. That, You could do some clever crossovers there now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, that's 2 a.m. nonsensical ramblings when I haven't slept for 2 weeks. But this path begins, what does it say about it? Gain more powerful long-range chain attacks. So maybe boulder's more like close quarters, and then if you prefer to kind of like strike from a distance, retreat, repeat, etc., you might be a fan more of the chain jam path. So G'day begins with hold X while disconnected to pull yourself to enemies. That's pretty cool. I'm always a fan, like, sometimes I don't like it, but I'm always a fan of it. Like, even sometimes you can get yourself killed, you know, when you inadvertently do that sort of thing. Like, you're low health and you're kind of trying to maintain distance, and then you just, like, grappling hook yourself into the crosshairs, you know. But it's still a cool deal regardless. After that, you've got cut loose. The next attack will be a critical hit when disconnecting. That's nice to have that guaranteed every time. Press Y to disconnect the boulder, press Y again to connect. So that works. And now we've got earth currents. Press B while disconnected to pull enemies into the spinning boulder. So these are kind of, I guess this would be like your more strategic path, and this one's kind of more like straightforward, I guess. But the cool thing here with Smash It, we get to take both. Why? Because there's a variant that's readily available. It is exclusive to a store. It is Best Buy, and the variant is steel-plated Smash Hit. Haven't seen that unboxing. Check it out. So this way we kind of get everything covered. Now, regardless of the path, we get the Soul Gem, which is down under. Hold Y when connecting to the boulder to create a huge explosion underneath you. That should be interesting. It's nice to see them tie that in, but that's that, man. We've covered the bio, the stats, the upgrades. Again, I'm very tired. I hate doing this. Well, I guess we don't. I mean, I want to do it anyway, but I feel bad making you go with me. But hey, I assume if you didn't want to be here, you would have left by now. So we'll get a little nice taste of the attacks there. I have to say that's kind of cool. That was just me pressing it once. So let's take a look here. You can move a little bit. I'm just, again, I'm not tap, tap, tap. I tap it one time and then I just keep moving forward. So that's pretty cool, actually. And again, why do I do that? Because we need cash for these guys. So I think we may have his Soul Gem, if I'm remembering correctly. And I think it was in this version of the game, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess we should take a look at the secondary attack symbol. But not now. We'll just stick with this because it's working really well. Alright, so let's get out of there and head this direction. Alright, so let's come over here to Miss Persephone and see what we got going. And primary attack is Demolisher. So tap X repeatedly to swing the boulder around in a circle. Can you just hold it? No, you can't hold it. I'm holding it and it gets like that initial spin cycle, we're done. If I tap it, I assume we can go forever. Now I'm going to start moving towards the stairs and see if he maintains it. Oh yeah, so he's not impeded by obstacles. Let's hit max. No, he can pretty much just roll with this wherever he wants to. So it's kind of interesting how that works. Some characters are affected by landmarks, others are not. So it's going to be 30 to 45, it looks like. Nothing wrong with that. And we got ourselves a little bit more cash. Do I have a spreadsheet for that filled out? I think I may have created that a few hours ago, as in this past morning when I was doing these things. Let's see. Dun dun dun. Wait, that's the vehicle one. Okay, so I've got the attack damage. Here it is. Oh yeah, I got this. We're gonna go ahead and crunch some numbers here. So Demolisher, 30 to 45. Thank you for the convenience. Super tired self earlier in the day. Secondary attack, what was it called again? CRUSHINATOR. So Demolisher and then CRUSHINATOR. So it's not alphabetical, if that helps you remember. So Demolisher and now CRUSHINATOR. We're going to press B, I guess here on the Xbox One, to smash the boulder on the ground in front of you. Okay, that's cool. Sounds like it's gonna do some damage. What? Okay, so 45. That should be 68 in Vicarious Vision Land, right? You can rattle it off pretty quick too. I thought you'd have to wait it out the entire time. It's vibrating the controller ridiculously. It's shaking the screen, and we're never, ever getting critical hits. But if you look at his critical hit percentage, you can see why. The other thing I don't think we're getting it because is he apparently gets a guaranteed critical hit after each and every disconnect depending on your path. So that may have something to do with it, but never have we seen one. Again, if this was Toys for Bob's, I think it would be 67. But since it's Vicarious Visions, it should be 68 because they tend to round up. So let's see the range on it. Okay, jumped that time. Again, he jumped. Does he jump every time? He seems to take air and then just slam it down. But like on these, I'm not moving him, and he like, I guess since he honed in on the enemy, that's why it's going down that way. So let's go ahead just and log 45 to 68. And that is that, I suppose, right? Can't think of much else we'd need to do. So let's see, jump slam. You can jump and initiate your Demolisher, and you can jump and initiate Crusher. Not Crusher. Oh, Crushinator. Okay, so it is kind of close. Let's see if we can get bonus damage from either of those. The jump attack, no. Secondary, no, but it does seem like it should. Nonetheless, we can do it, and it looks really cool. So let's say a Greeble's about to deck us. We'll hurdle him, slam down on his buddy, and then turn into the guy that originally attacked us, right? So just for good measure, and because it's here, and because I sincerely appreciate it, let's wreck some Greebles from the gumball machine. So we'll do, let's fire out 2 for our primary attack. See how, I'm just going to hold it down, I don't care if we get hit at all. Oh, sorry, I'm going to tap it repeatedly. I forgot you can't hold it down. Not yet. So it kind of knocks them back. It's pretty efficient. As you can see, it would sort of, you know, like stun them to the point that they just slightly stop their progressing towards us, and then it's game over for them. Secondary attack, let's see what we can do with it. Oh, I think we landed. I'm trying to see if I can get a radial hit. You know, like basically slam it down in between these two guys. Which I'm gonna try to set that up. Hold still, gentlemen. It seems to, there might be a scenario where you could pull it off. Oh, we did it! Did you see that? We got a double 45. So, awesome. So he is, oh, I thought we killed him, my bad. Yes, we got out. And you don't have to jump every time. Let me just now not jump. I just really enjoyed it. And again, you can fire it off pretty quick. So that is Smash Hit. He is a Smash Hit. I'm very fond of him thus far. He doesn't have the same like super awesome initial impression as High Volt and Terrafin did, but I'm also this much more sleep deprived. However, he strikes me as a very cool and fun character. Not far from those two, but again, Terrafin's my favorite. High Volt, personally, I have huge aspirations for. So, Smash Hit, he's Earth Element. I just kind of expect him to be pretty solid. So, the path is a bit confusing without having it, you know, to kind of play around with, but that's the beauty, again, of having two. And I believe we have covered everything. If not, I blame myself for not getting adequate sleep for a very long span of time. I think that's going to change. Not tonight, obviously, but tomorrow. Or later today. Monday nights, Packers, Chiefs, Skylanders, adequate sleep. Tuesday, work, Skylanders, adequate sleep. That's the strategy. So I'm sure everything will go terribly wrong based off of that, but that's what I'm shooting for. So I will end this. We're going to come right back in with steel-plated Smash Hit. May not have to spend as much time with him, but we will be just as thorough. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure you are subscribed. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+. I also encourage you to check out the Skylander Club forum, and it is that time where I shamelessly plug a poll. In this case, 100% relevant because we have got the Smash Hit Showdown. Do you prefer the looks of Smash Hit or steel-plated Smash Hit better? Anyone can vote. I'll have the link in the description, likely at the top. Take it, vote. If you feel like you have to defend your choice, feel free to do that here in the comment section or the forum, whichever you prefer. But once again, anybody can vote, so please do. The more people we have voting, the more accurate of a sampling we have, and then we can compare and kind of gather like nation and worldwide data, if you will. well. So all that dorky fun stuff I enjoy. That said, for myself, an Earth Element Newlander smash hit slogan again, let's rock. If we didn't cover that. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you back here for the next introduction, where we'll be taking a look at steel-plated smash hits. So stay tuned, and I'll see you there.